Hello, I am now I am live stream. I'm gonna go into live chat, turn off the viewer count. My music's on. Um, yeah, okay. I think everything's set. And then one more thing I want to do. Alright. I need to tab back into the thing. Where is it? There it is. I want to at least make this like 1920 by 1080 so it doesn't ruin the recording. Alright. So, I did one warm-up attempt before this, and for some reason tab wasn't working for a sec. Good. I'm gonna go to the right here. Nice. I can hold left. Oh, that sucks. I got a recovery hit in there. I'm having trouble getting more than like 1 or 2 hits there. Ow, okay. Not a bad attempt though. I should really tab back into YouTube. There we go. Okay. The nerves are very high today, which is really weird, because I haven't gotten anywhere exceptional. Not a good hit, but that's fine. Two hits is better than nothing. I recovered that one. That was actually kind of crazy. That's better. More of that. Waiter, more of that, please. Oh, she did something weird there. I don't know why she went that way, but no big deal. I'm not getting as much of an upward angle on that grapple as I should be. Okay, I'll just survive that, sure. Okay, could not go for that because I flipped it. It's nothing. Oh, I wanted to line up for the grapple, but I did it wrong. Noon stream is very unusual for me, so I won't be surprised if no one shows up. I figured out what the deal with the weird placement preview was, by the way. You can just place critters now. I didn't realize that was a feature now. So they're like, you can like just place them for decoration. Which is super neat. Weird. Ended up on the wrong side of the Sundance there. Left on Lance, this is weird. That is not how that's done at all. Okay, well this is a terrible attempt so far. Can't afford to be missing this much damage. That was really good, okay. I'm getting the hang of that. I did like a one block grapple and got the hit there, that's crazy. Three hits is decent. I don't know why I went for a grapple there. I'm going left here. Okay. I'm very nervous today and I don't know what the deal is. Only two. Incredibly close call there. Okay. Missed 3 grapples in a row, sure. Okay, we'll just survive. Okay. This is really not looking very good right now. Okay, left on lances. Really good. Followed by really bad. Just survive. I am really not consistent yet. Okay, got away from the right edge of the arena. New PB. I'm gonna make it my goal to survive as long as I can this attempt. Because I don't think we're making the DPS threshold no matter what yet. I 100% thought I was dying to Everlasting Rainbow. Okay, to the right. Okay, don't die to Sundance. I said don't die to Sundance. I almost got clipped by it. Why am I so nervous? What the fuck? I'm sweating so much. And my heart rate is so high. Okay. You just get out of the Sundance, get out of the rainbows. Not quite good enough. Okay. That was really, really dumb and scary. Uh-oh. Dang it. Sub 100k though. Wow. Wow. New PB today. Excellent. I don't think it was on pace at all. I think I was dealing too little damage. But the new PB is excellent. And I'm barely even like... I'm like, what is this? Like, hold on. How long have I been streaming? I've been... Excuse me. I've been playing for like 20 minutes tops. Also, this is not the song I meant to listen to. I meant to listen to Spirit of Motherwill. Hopefully the nerves start wearing off soon. Four hits there is perfect. I'm just not gonna go for the Sundance hit. Wait, hold up, go left. Over here. Go right, go perfect up. 5 hits there is awesome. I'm going to the right here, even though I probably shouldn't. Get that hit just for fun. Then miss that and don't get very good damage here, but that's okay. I think I've cracked the lance attack. Definitely going left on this Sundance. Decent hit there, just to cover that. Uh-oh. Okay, we just... do like no damage to the cycle. That's not what I meant to do at all. I almost survived that. My hands are so shaky right now. I'm gonna violently shake my hands out. God. I need that to stop failing to register. Didn't quite land that long, but that's okay. Good. Just need to fall here as much as I can. I missed the good hit for the dash, so I recovered it during Sundance. I don't know why I'm going to the right every time for lances. It's just easier to do if I can build some extra muscle memory for it. Okay, I'm just gonna totally miss that. It's 2 hits, it's fine. Ow, okay. The nerves are hitting me already. I'm getting kind of close to starting to squeak into phase 2. Also, Spirit of Mother Will is definitely not the right energy for this, it's way too slow. I need a song that is faster, but not that much faster, and also not, like, too sweaty. Like, I need it to be the right level of focused. Or if it's too fast, it'll be like, it'll just kind of be draining. And if it's too slow, it's just gonna be really, like, awkward. Oh, gosh darn it. Miracle I didn't get hit there. Okay, I'm very glad I missed that grapple because I was not thinking of the right thing there. kind of flying out the top of the arena, so I should try to counteract that. What am I doing? I should not have gone for that. Read the situation a little bit. I need to get a pillow to sit on. I'm technically sitting kind of at the foot of my bed because my desk chair was dying so badly that it was more uncomfortable than having no back support at all. I just have to mind my posture a little bit, which is probably good for me anyway. My face is itchy. Of course, this kind of thing would start right after I start an attempt. Thankfully, Sundance is so easy on the first cycle. That, oh my god. I'm missing all of the grapples today. My left hand just isn't moving fast enough. This song is not working for me either. Let's go playlists. Well, that's a dud. That's very sketchy. Make up some of the missed damage like that. Oh, I'm already over here, jeez. How'd this happen? Good damage. This gap, falling as much as I can. Good hit. I'm listening to Isolation by Nighthawk22. Took the opportunity to just recenter there. Missed that hit, but I don't have the position to go for the other one, so I just take it. It looks super sketch, but I'm fine. Oh. That's just an entire cycle, or a half cycle wasted. That's no good. I at least got 2 hits there. Ow. I got clipped by the end of the rainbow. Darn. Wow, I'm just not, like... I don't know. I'm not locked in today. Got my water. Hold on, my hair is all in my headphones right now. Get that fixed. There we go. Alright, music. I don't know what to listen to that would, like, work for me for this. Ow. I keep making that mistake of just, like, grappling straight into the dash. Oh, goodness gracious. The focus is just not here today. I don't know what the difference is. Good hit. Ah! I'm amazed I reacted to that, Everlasting Rainbow in time. Took the chip hit during Sundance. Fall this way. I'm cutting it so close. Amazed I didn't get hit there. Sure. Just cut it within like a block and a half. I was just like low-key praying none of those hit me. I had no faith. I missed both hits. Okay. Oops. I walked into the Sundance. Sure. I was a little bit trapped. I think if I had moved left a little sooner, it would have worked better. This song is too, like, mysterious for this. It needs to be very, like... I do think the only song that, like, fits this properly is the Iris theme from Pokemon Black and White. But I think it's only in the sequel, so Black and White 2. Okay. That was bad, but I don't have any opportunity to fix that now. Oh, well. Just survive. Be ashamed to throw an attempt that fast. Okay, get a hit there at least. Oh, this is ugly. Okay. I don't know what is wrong, but I can't grapple today. Maybe I'll overcome it, and I'll just remember how to use the shift key and the spacebar together. I think it's specifically because I'm paying so close attention to the boss instead of anything else. I think I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing grapple-wise, because otherwise I'm gonna mess it up all the time. Or maybe I need to pay less attention. I'll find out. Ah, the AAA Mario reference. Sundance hit. Perfect. Okay. It's fine. Two hits is better than none. I've become pretty much perfect at adapting to that situation of Empress of Light dashes the wrong way. I've not become perfect at adapting to my own fuck-ups. Because my own fuck-ups are a lot more diverse than the Empress of Light's weirdness. I need to be a little bit more patient with my grapple releases if I get stuck. Because you can't just grapple instantly off of something else. That was not fantastic. Okay, those 2 hits are about the same as a messed up dash attack. Four is fine. Definitely need to go left here. I keep missing that one. Ow. 2 up and 2 early. And or, I guess. The Empress of Light's dash attack is definitely the one I have the hardest time reading. You know what? Let's listen to Zero from Ace Combat Zero. That's a good song. I've been kind of curious about doing a slightly different strat, but I don't know if it's going to work at all. It would involve chasing the Empress of Light to the left during prismatic bolts, which, as you could imagine, would be quite difficult to line up. 3 hits there. Better than I expected, to be honest. I'm just gonna let that Sundance wait. Okay. Three hits there. I got lucky with crits. I feel no need to go for the thing there. Plenty of damage there. Whopping 2 hits on that one. Can you believe that just a little bit ago I was saying I think I got the hang of that? And that I've missed it almost every time since? Okay, that was better. Uh-oh. Okay. We're doing an outside the rainbows thing. Okay. That's just a complete wasted cycle. Sucks, but what can you do? Good recovery, at least. I guess wasted half cycle. Because I'm counting cycles in full attack cycles, because technically phase 1 is kind of just like... What the fuck was that? I got 3 hits there. Maybe I just do that. Yeah, just dive face first into Sundance. True melee Sundance with no equipment. Well, that sucks. I have no right to have survived that. That was hilarious. Like, I can technically go for 2 hits, flying headfirst into Sundance, and then get out. But that's obviously batshit insane in a way that is not the kind of thing I want to be doing for this fight. Ow, okay. I should have reacted to that. That was a really silly attempt. Okay, I'm gonna switch songs again. I'm just gonna keep clicking around on my music every single time I die. It's gonna be annoying as fuck, but I don't care. Also, I started planning out the actual fight's arena. I've got a general idea of what I want it to be like, and I'm going to gravestone-proof it, so I don't get bothered constantly by gravestones piling up. Because at the end of the day, this is just practice. Go, perfect. Three hits, way better than none, especially because those are always high damage hits. Okay, you sneak through that one. You know, not commentating helps. Thanks. I 100% thought I would die there. Buh. Dang it. 93k again. Wow, I'm getting way better at this. If I don't commentate, I do like 2 times better instantly. Talking, I don't realize it, but me talking takes a lot out of my brain. And it's partly just because I suck at like the physical act of speaking. I don't know why, but I've always had a little bit of trouble like absolutely. It is definitely a desperation like strategy, which I will almost certainly be doing because I need to squeak out every last little bit of damage I possibly can. Every little bit of DPS in this fight counts. Every tiny bit, every single hit even. Because you have to keep in mind that I'm doing like my best attempts so far have done an average of like 220 damage per second. So adding an extra hit here and there adds a lot to that. Just because I spend so much time getting pushed away from the boss. I'm gonna start getting into the habit of shutting up during attempts. Because I play a lot better that way. Wow. 9 damage. I don't know what that was. I just, like, forgot how to do that for a sec. Streamer's curse. I suppose. It's a case of, like, I want to talk more because I feel like it'll be boring without, but I'm doing such absurd gameplay that I cannot talk more. Because I need all of my mental bandwidth for this specifically. I feel like the song I had before was working better. This one. I'm kind of just like trial and erroring music for this. And unfortunately you can't hear it because I don't want to deal with YouTube's copyright bullshit. Or at least you're not supposed to be able to. Too diagonal of a grapple there. I should see if I can get into the habit of clipping her dash there, because that would be a pretty nice DPS boost. What am I doing? I attacked that like it was Lance's. The lineups are subtly different. The good news is that attempts seem to be doing a lot of damage. I want to be below... My goal is 6k damage per cycle, because I think that's a better target than the bare minimum. Because, I just need it. I need every bit of damage I can get, because phase 2, the bare minimum is the Empress of Light's defense is going to cause me to do less damage. Not great. Ah. I messed that one up pretty badly. Still roughly on schedule, though. Wow. Now I'm way behind, because I messed up the lances last cycle. Oh, well. We're doing something weird this cycle. Dying was not a part of the plan, but okay. Okay, this song is getting tired already. Kind of one I can only listen to like once or twice. So I think one of the song options for this fight for the video is going to be the Silk Song True Final Boss theme. And that just really depends on how the mood is by then. $270, that's perfect. Well, not literally perfect, but like... Well, that sucks. Got some pretty decent hits there, though. Back on my neck was itchy. My hair has been a little bit itchy today. It's also just a total mess, so that's probably why. Four hits there is good. Ow. What am I? What the? I just grappled head first into a projectile. No thoughts in my head. Gosh, it's so hard to find a song that like just hits exactly right for my two brain cells for this fight. Not what I meant to do there, but I'll be fine. What am I doing? I'm starting to like this is the thing about this fight is it's so long that it's so easy to like start losing track of which attack I'm looking at. Because phase one is kind of like that. It's like it alternates. Phase two won't be so troublesome in that regard. because phase 2 is a single loop rather than two smaller ones. Phase 2's problem will be that it's just going to be practically almost impossible to do anything. Listen to something ages ago. This. Ah. Bad positioning. Goodness gracious. I don't know, there's a very specific like energy I need for this to work. About this. Whopping 2 hits on that. Cat hair in my face! I just dove straight into that. I was trying to get away. But, Bleh. That's the only noise I have for that. I just be making noises at this point. I've been going for almost an hour, what the hell? How'd that happen? Maybe that's why I'm turning into soup. Oops. I'm gonna try just doing no music for a minute, see if that helps. Kind of awkwardly quiet. This just must be what it's like to view the stream. Oh. That's a new one. Four good hits. Left on lances, whack. Oh jeez. Forced to improvise. Five hits there is perfect. That's as good as I can ask for. Double hit there is also perfect. Make up for some of that missed damage. Ouch. Dang it. Good attempt, though. The silence is so boring. It kind of works, but I also feel like I'm gonna run out of focus just because it's so, like, monotonous. Maybe I need something that's, like, not super intense, but, like, just, like, has some energy to it. I'm gonna try that. Wow, one hit. Uh, uh, uh. Darn. Ouch. Why'd she go to the left of me there? That's... I think she just, like... I think I just... I did not act based on the situation properly there. Normally I'd adapt better. Also, I think I'm going to simply minimize chat at this point. The mental, like, load of chat theoretically having something in it is adding to the chaos. Where am I? What am I? Wait, what do I do? I'm making all the noises ever. I'm just gonna close Discord entirely. So it's just me and the video game, and whatever music I have playing currently. That, I think, will be much more productive. Oh, well. Pretend this is midway through another attempt. Because I did not get my head start on damage there. 4 hits is decent. To think I was dying to Sundance yesterday. I'm getting to the arena edges a lot today. I need to fix that. I'm just not, like, preemptively swapping up my directions. I don't know, I lose... I, like... What's going on there is I'm losing track of exactly what is going on. Okay, what the fuck, Terraria? I alt-tabbed and it didn't get stuck windowed. It's so inconsistent. It's just buggy and weird. Hmm. You know what? Hold on, before I go. I did loop it. Yes, perfect. Darn it. I need to go slightly higher there and then go around. But I just did not quite input that correctly. Weird. I'm back to being bottlenecked by inputs. For a while I was more so stuck because of, like, mental. But now I'm back to mechanically limited, which is interesting. I want to get one more PB today, but I don't know if I'm going to run myself into the ground before I do. Well. Do I have any kites? I do! Hold on. I'm gonna try having the kite buff. That's a pretty good way to farm it. Deselecting it with a... whatever it's called. I won't be surprised if I die once or twice, because I'm not used to the movement speed. I'm so much faster, what the fuck? This makes such a big difference. Look how much faster I am. Just gotta throw the kite out like a couple dozen times. Wow, that's so much easier, what the fuck? Why haven't I been doing that this whole time? The kite is so powerful. What the hell? You just have to... It looks really stupid, by the way. What's the hotkey for this that I have? I don't have a hotkey for this slot right now. I should do it on, like, terrain, so I don't... And that's also something to do during the phase transition. Top up the kite buff. Because that will wear out. Or wear off. Oh, well, I missed my starter damage. Kite tech, indeed. It also is a luck buff, which is a marginal DPS increase. But, like, look how fast I am now. I'm so fast. Kite OP. I don't know what I was doing there. Now, if I also include a slice of cake, that would be even more speed, thus even more damage. But I cannot simply do that because I would need to make the cake float somehow, or otherwise have a way of placing the cakes in the arena that will never interrupt my movement, because the last thing I need is to lose an attempt to, like, a cake error, or I bump into one of them while trying to fall. This unfortunately adds a lot to the reset time, but for now I don't need to actually max it out all the way. I might actually be able to get prismatic bolts hits in. Okay. Definitely not hitting that, though. Like, if I grapple left there, I might be able to follow her doing that. Oops. Secret gravestone tech. It would be really hilarious and also really sad if I managed to lose the last, lose an attempt to the Empress of Light dying to my gravestone as I die. Surely I can PB with this newfound power. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, I had to turn that wrong and I just died. It does seem like it's going to be a lot easier to line up the lances with this increased speed. Just because the Empress of Light has to do so much more horizontal correction. No, that's not how you do that. I don't know, it's very jarring to be moving differently all of a sudden. After 300 question mark attempts. Hold on. Wait like 1 second, please. Okay, a sibling asked me to go do a thing, so in about 20 minutes I have to go. So, yeah. That's all I have to say. Video full screen. Don't freeze time. Kite buff is so busted. Like, hold on. I just get a free, like, 150 base damage hit without any grapple momentum whatsoever. And the Empress of Light is starting to, like, slightly struggle just to keep above me. Which means if I line it up perfectly... that bodes well for getting extra hits during lances. Whoa! Okay, I'm going whatever this is. Missed a dash hit, but... I think if I went lower there, I would have actually survived that, which is amazing, by the way. I might be able to, like, actually straight up go through Sundance. Which would be diabolical and kind of awesome. Oh, I forgot the kite. Alright, I'm gonna be real. 7 minutes of kite is enough. I pressed the button and immediately die because that I should have put no input in. No input was better than what I did there. That's hilarious. Uh, wow. Like, I would have died to that without the kite. Kite buff is OP as fuck. I need to remember that I have multiple hooks. Like, I can throw out multiple if I completely whiff like that. That's a wasted cycle. Or half cycle, I should say. Yeah, I think the lances are so much easier now with this, just because I can force the Empress of Light to move horizontally more in order to try to weaken her vertical movement. Excellent. This is going to be my last attempt for the day. I don't have time for more. Beautiful. It's so much easier to get out of that now. Goodness gracious. This is so much easier. Where am I? I need to move to the right. Can't do that right now, though. Four good hits. Right again. Okay, this is a dud, but I only missed like 1 or 2 hits from that. Four good hits again. Got the dash hit. Not die to that. I'm right to not be moving left until the last moment. $94K. 93K again. 91K? Okay. No! 90K! Okay, I almost got to phase 2 of that attempt though. I just hesitated slightly and thought that was Sundance for some reason. Good lord, okay. Kite buff OP. Oh, hi. You showed up right at the end of the stream. Okay, I'm using the kite, yes. So the kite gives you a movement speed buff, so hold on. This is what my movement speed looks like without it. Let's get the movement speed thing on, and then let's also go to the ground so I don't have any vertical speed. My max horizontal speed without the kite is 25 miles per hour, and with it is 29 miles per hour. Which is a very significant difference, because that's almost Hermes Boots speed, and also what it ends up letting me do is force the Empress of Light's movements around a lot more. Which matter, those 4 miles per hour matter a lot. Well, anyway, I don't really have enough time for another attempt today. So, of the true melee weapons that I want to use for this fight, there's this thing, the Shadow Jousting Lance, and the only other good option, theoretically, would be the Psycho Knife. Which has a gimmick where it can do like a stealth attack, but this is like roughly equivalent to... Why does that say 645 melee damage? Is it really just that high? Oh no, it's because I'm holding the Psycho Knife. If I deselect it, it's back to 195. But the Psycho Knife stealth hit is about equivalent to a good lance hit. And this thing is like half the size. And I don't want to use the Horseman's Blade because it's not like fully true melee because of its on-hit projectiles. And just nothing else compares to the lance for this. And I think it's kind of awesome that I'm attacking the Empress of Light with a lance during her lance attacks. But yeah, today was a really good session. And then one tip with the kite is, so normally you have to fly the kite for a full minute to get the max duration. But if you deselect it repeatedly and just throw it out repeatedly, you get like 20 seconds over and over again, which takes about 15 seconds to max out. Or at least, not very long. Way less than a minute. Like, now I'm already pretty much maxed. So during the phase transition, I'm gonna like get the last couple of hits on the Empress of Light. I'm gonna drink a Featherfall potion to restore that because it's only 10 minutes and this fight's gonna be way longer than that. And then just with the remaining time, just spam this a couple of times to squeak out some extra kite buff, and then get back to fighting. It's gonna look so silly. Which also means I should probably put those things on my hotbar. And if you joined in the middle of that attempt, you'll have seen pretty much the peak of my gameplay right now. Shout out to rebinding grapple to a key that doesn't have any interference. Like, I don't need to hotkey with the shift key. Nor do I need to hotkey with the... or with the same finger on spacebar. So, no matter what, I can always grapple, even if I'm, like, mid-hotkeying, though that would be kind of hard. The most important, thing is that I have the grapple all set. So yeah, I'm gonna call that the end of the stream, because I have to go help a sibling take the dogs to the dog park, and whatnot, and whatnot. The only... also, I could theoretically add... wow, it did not register the first character I typed. I could add cake and go up to 32 miles per hour, but the problem is the cake duration is so ridiculously short that I don't want to have to... I don't want that to have liability. I don't want the sugar rush buff to throw me off because it runs out, and I don't want to have little like platform landmines throughout the arena. I mean, I stream at basically whatever time with this, and I'm gonna start streaming it more often because I am actually quite enjoying this fight. Which is an insane thing to say about a fight where the best I've done took however long that was and only got slightly under halfway. I should probably set up like a proper stream schedule for this just so that like it's something people can routinely watch. And then this is just the test arena. Also, for the record, this stack of pies started at 9,999 when I started doing attempts. I have used a couple of buffs here and there for DPS testing, but not a significant amount at this point. Even the like 40 deaths on this character from some Brain of Cthulhu testing I did down here are basically negligible in this fight because phase 1 is still just a warm-up. I'm just kind of grappling to everything. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. See ya.